Talofa Famile, how would you briefly introduce yourself and your practice?
My name is Fa'amili Etuale. I'm based in Otara. I lived in Mangere all my life. I'm a Pacific painter, a Pacific contemporary jeweler, and my practice is purely simple. I'm here to modernize and to preserve objects from my culture.
What drives your making practice?
Creativity, the whole process around making, creating things that are in your mind and manifesting them into objects and works of art. My family, my parents that have passed away, they are probably one of the main drivers behind my practice because they are people that are so talented, so gifted, but they've passed away, and no one in the world will ever get to experience the knowledge and the experience they have. So I do it for them. I want the world to ask, who am I? Where do I come from? Who are my parents? Where do I live? And which is the community that I serve and base in?
What is the purpose of lunchtime lay workshops?
Lunchtime Lays was an idea that I had. I wanted to find a way to connect with people, and especially the people that we love that have passed on. And we have a lot of family that pass on. We store their clothing in suitcases. We put all their stuff away. So Lunchtime Lays, the concept was that you bring a material, you bring something that belonged to that person, and I teach these people how to make a lei to preserve the memories they have of this person, but to put that object, the lei, in their space so they're not hiding away. They're part of our now.
What key values in art making and exhibiting are important to you?
Being authentic, being original, doing what you love, and understanding that what you know, the knowledge you obtain, you can share it with someone who may not necessarily be able to be in an institute and may not be able to afford to study. But if you have studied, you obtain that knowledge, you can share it with them. And to me, that's what art is. To educate others, to make this world a beautiful place.
What type of art community do you want?
I want an art community where young people can grow up knowing that they are free to express themselves. They have other people ahead of them that will pull them up regardless of race, gender, whatever, wherever they may come from. I want an art community that serves everybody. Not just people that take art, anyone that has the desire to paint, anyone that has the desire to create something. I want an environment and a community where people can be empowered, not by just skills they have, but the knowledge they can get from people in the field, in the art field, like myself.
What is a project you could release at Artspace that could unsettle the rules that usually govern white-walled gallery spaces? And how Artspace thinks about their possibilities, about their governance, social relationships, and community?
The project that I want to unleash at Artspace is a relationship between visual arts and jewelry. And basically what I want to do is create a painting and have a shape in the painting missing. And through that missing piece, I will create an object which will become a jewelry. And that's how I feel. In a way, I'm breaking the rules a little bit, but I'm creating a new relationship between jewelry and painting. This was a pendant that I made in year 2 at MIT Jewelry. It's made out of copper and brass, riveted with copper rivets. It's preserving a memory. Locked in between the two metals is my father's handwriting entry in a diary. As you can see here, the cord is made from coconut husk. This is originally flown from Samoa by my husband every year. I have a piece here that I created in year 3, my final year. And this also is working on the tatau, the Samoan tattoo. And as you can see here, I've now embodied the cord into the piece as part of my research. And once again, it's made out of brass with silver rivets. My exploration in my 3rd year really took me through to exploring the tatau design and how I can incorporate my cord within my piece, but still keeping my personal style of using cold join rivets. And as you can see, I continue to use the brass, the natural look of the brass, and also incorporating copper, but using silver rivets with the coconut husk. This is a piece that I made in year 2 as my final submission. This is made out of brass connected with silver rivets, and also now I'm starting to really explore putting the cord within my design. I also did an exploration of combs. As you can see, I made them out of brass and used silver rivets. They're all wearable, so they've been designed specifically to wear into your hair. If you can see that within all my work, I love the cold join. This is one of my favorites. Interconnecting of different circles using different types of sizes of rivets. And one of the first combs I made as part of my collection, which is purely made out of brass, spray painted and scratched back. The scratching back really gives the effect of string, and you can take it off. You can put it back on. And this is also something I'm considering of exploring, is interchangeable headpieces. And one of the most iconic pieces I made in my year 2 is, because it was near Christmas time, I did a piece about Christmas. And it was inspired from my husband, who said to me, why don't you make a series of pendants and rivet them all together to make a star, referring to the Bible about following the star when Jesus was born. And this is one of my favorite maquettes that I have, is using an ordinary toy bike and then completely covering it with string, different thicknesses of string. And because the theme was yellow, I wanted to dedicate this pendant to my father, putting his date of birth and the day that he passed away. So that's a collection, a small peek at the collection that I have so far. Thank you.